hope y'all are having a good start this morning. Your morning is beautiful as you are. I hope you're having a blessed day. I really am. I'm coming in with you with the verse of the day, if I may. Can I come at you with the verse of the day? If I can't, I'm gonna do it anyway because this is my channel. No, I'm just saying. Good morning, y'all. I love y'all. But the verse of the day is Luke 17:20. Being asked by the Pharisees when the kingdom of God would come, he answered them, the kingdom of God is not coming in ways that can be observed, nor will they say, look, here it is, or there. For behold, the kingdom of God is in the midst of you. I'm going to collaborate on that for a minute. Look over your shoulders, what we're going to be talking about. Looking over your shoulder. And I got a little story too to just add with that, you know, because we could be good help, you know, with each other and stuff like that. Like everybody in my family is not was not all bad, you know. It's like I said, we have some bad people that's in our family. Just like we got some bad people in every family, you know. Ain't everybody bad, you know, but as we grew, it's like people start, you know, going their separate ways and being all karmic and stuff. But it's okay. Let's keep on talking about this. This is one of those little the tilt your head, squint your eyes, hang on a minute passage, okay? The clever Pharisees asked Jesus a loaded question. I'm sorry, I keep on saying looked. A loaded question, and he gives them an answer. We're still unpacking with a little help from each other. Theologians, okay? See, I ain't even putting it out there, okay? The Holy Spirit today, okay? There's no new stations, and it's not 4th of July, okay? Cameras or crowds. And no one has the key to the gate but God. The kingdom is allowed the king. Well, the only somebody that's allowed in the kingdom is God. I'll put it like that. Because Lord have mercy. Okay? Lord have mercy. I don't be knowing what I be saying my own self sometimes. I'm just when I was younger, but I wanted to talk about this story or whatever when I was younger or whatever. When it comes to helping and all that stuff like that. When I was younger or whatever. My Uncle Victor, you know, rest in peace. My Uncle Victor, rest in peace. But I just want to share a story when he was younger or whatever. We used to go on these fishing trips with my uncle. He used to always take the boys. So the girls used to get jealous and stuff like that. We used to want to go too because we used to be at the house and stuff like that, not doing anything. And we wanted to you know be with our uncle and stuff like that too. So everybody used to go with my uncle Victor. Sometimes you know he used to take the kids and all that stuff like that. My uncle, I didn't learn that my uncle was an atheist until I was older, you know. But he we used to go with him to fish and all that stuff like that when he used to go fishing and stuff like that. And I used to be crying when they used to catch and hook the fishes and stuff like that. It kind of reminded me of a story that it was somebody that was on social media that shared a story. I call her little mama because she's a I don't like to call them midgets, but she's short and her husband name is Boone. So I watched their video like the other day of them on the fishing trip. And the babe was she picked up the fish and she threw it back or whatever and her daddy got on her behind. That's something like I was. It kind of reminded me of my Uncle Victor and things like that. When he used to take us on those fishing trips and stuff like that, and we used to have fun and stuff like that with each other and stuff like that. And I used to be sad because of the fishes, and I used to be scared of the you know what they used to catch and stuff like that, the crabs and all that stuff like that. I used to be crying with my little scared self. I ain't gonna lie, everybody used to be scared of them crabs though, and he used to just be grabbing them like they wasn't nothing. Like you know, you it's a certain way you have to grab them and stuff like that. He used to be showing them a lot of things and how to grab them. That's something that I want to carry on with my children and their granddad and stuff like that. Them be around people who take them fishing and all that stuff like that. Explore, you know, be children, you know, but some things just don't go that way. But I wish for it to go that way, but it never did. So, but it's okay though. But I just wanted to share that story or whatever, just shed light on good things and stuff like that that did happen in my family and stuff like that because everything wasn't all bad. It's just when we got older, everybody went their separate ways and everybody started doing this competition thing with people being better than one another and all this other crap. I just don't be understanding a whole lot of stuff that goes on in my family. But it's okay. I hope they get better through they children. I pray it do. But anyway, you found, okay, what you're looking for. We received and bring the kingdom when we love, obey, and worship the King. When our own heart beats for the stuff that matters, okay, to our Father. When we pray, give, serve, and forgive. When we hope, well, when hope, peace, grace, and love is written all over us. Jesus is Lord. Our God reigns. His kingdom has come. Amen. But it's just talking about love and stuff like that and reflecting on the past and stuff like that. We don't have to always reflect on the past and then it have to always be bad. That's how you know that you're not a healed person when you can't heal from the past things that hurt you. I always talk about things that hurt me, but I'm also talk about the things that also made me happy too. Because some of those things that used to happen in our family used to make me happy and stuff like that. Like when we used to sing in the choir and things like that, and we used to be brought together. But I just know that you know, my me and my sisters was a target for a long time, and I don't even know why. But some members in the family used to target us and stuff like that for us to not be cool with each other. It's like they hated our relationship, just like some of the members in my family used to hate my relationship with my kids. It carried on with their children and how they treated their kids. My my mom sisters, I ain't not all her sisters, but they used to be jealous of our relationship and stuff like that. Even though sometimes we used to want to be with our mom and stuff like that, we couldn't be with our mom because she was out there trying to make a living for us and stuff like that, and keep us clean and things like that. So we used to have to stay with some of these people and stuff like that. So it used to show how they really felt about us and how they felt about her too. Because if you love our mom, then why would you be treating us a different way than what we supposed to be treated? You're supposed to treat us like you love us. So if you're not treating us like you love us, then we know that you don't love our mom, because if you don't love our mom, you can't love us, right? But I'm gonna always talk about the good things and stuff like that, and also the bad things too. I just want people to grow in a way, just grow from your past things that hurt you and stuff like that, because it ain't gonna do nothing but keep you stuck, keep you in a messed up situation or whatever, to where it grows on in your children. You don't want your children to carry on that hate in them just because of your refusal to move on from what hurt you. You moved on from it. You still here. You still here today. So why is you still worrying about what happened to you in 1967? It don't make no sense to me. Like a whole lot of people be hating each other, hating one another. Like why? Like why would you want your kids to carry on the same thing, the same hurt, the same pain with their kids? Stop all of that. Forgive, forget, and move on. Well, try to forget, cause can't nobody forget what they've been through and stuff like that. I understand, but I try to forget things in order for me to stay in this loving energy. Because Lord have mercy, I done been through a lot of stuff, but I still do not project that off on other people just because of what I went through. You don't have to be that way at all. Like, why would you want to be that way towards somebody else because of what somebody else done did to you? Just like I said, when I have relationships and stuff like that, you wouldn't even think that I have been through anything, because I treat people how I would want to be treated. That's not saying that people gonna treat me the same way, but I just know how to handle different situations. I feel like that's why I was placed in some of these people's lives, to show them, to grow them up, to help them grow up. But people just they don't make it look like that. They make it look like you just the worst person in the world because of this, that, and the third. Because the same patterns that they repeat when women's running after them and all that stuff like that, they feel like because they ran into somebody who wouldn't do it, then that person is a bad person. How somebody gonna be a bad person because they don't want to keep on doing all of this bull crap with you, or follow behind you? You ain't nothing to follow behind. Like seriously, you want somebody to run behind you or whatever. Like, I just want to know, these women, why are y'all accepting that in y'all life? Why would y'all want to accept that in y'all dang on life, for y'all to accept these men in the way that they are, with them saying, okay, I got what I wanted, and then I'm finna go head on and whatever and go to somebody else, and you be crying all over them and losing yourself and stuff like that. You look stupid. To be honest, I know some. I mean, it's different with everybody. I ain't talking down on nobody or anything like that. But get yourself together. Stop making these men make y'all look stupid, because that's exactly what they doing. Y'all are beautiful. Men and women, because women do it to men too. But you're beautiful. See yourself as such. I'm just saying. It's just weird though. These men play games and these women play games too, but stop letting these people play with your play games with you to where it'll make you lose your life. Cause why is you sitting up there? You know this person got a man, or you know this person got a woman. Why is you sitting up there trying to talk to this person, knowing that that person can kill you at any time? Because they be sitting back stalking and all this stuff. Y'all be risking y'all life for the wrong things. Risk your life for what? Like, I really don't have nobody, but it's people running around trying to make it seem like I have somebody so people can stay away from me. And I don't mind. They ain't doing that but helping me keep people safe. if you if you want to be honest about it. But it's a shame that I have to, not accept love in my life because I don't want nobody to get hurt. It's unfair to me, but I just feel like it's okay though because I don't need nobody fighting over me. I don't want nobody getting hurt because of me. I don't want none of that stuff to go on. But sometimes we just can't help things. But I just wouldn't like it, y'all. I just wouldn't like it. I have to actually move away in order for me to have some type of happiness because this been going on for so many years to where it don't make no sense to me. I have moved from dang on moved from city to city, dang some states, and still these people follow me. Like I'm like, golly, I gotta go out of town because I had a peace of mind when I was out of town, and then all of a sudden, things switched around to where a person trying to dang on sacrifice me, the family don't like me all of a sudden, and a whole lot of stuff that this person lied and all this other stuff. I'm like, golly, wait a minute. Like, God, oh my goodness. I don't be understanding some people. I really don't. I don't be understanding some. Like, how you gonna make somebody a sacrifice that actually came to you, that sacrificed themselves to be with you in order for you to be happy? Because to be honest, this person was not somebody that anybody would talk to for real because of his condition, to be honest. But because of his story, I decided to give that person a chance. And I wish I would have never gave that person a chance because I suffer from a whole lot of stuff of bad memories when it comes to that person. Now, everything wasn't all bad with this person, but when it started getting bad, when this person started doing bad things to people, I don't like stuff like that. And I know God will not line me up with somebody that does bad things to people, hurting people and all that stuff like that. I'm not with all of that. If you're saying you're not trying to go back to jail and things like that, then why are you trying to do things to that could put you back in jail? That's stupid to me. And then you will allow your brother or somebody to come and get you from the house that could possibly put you back in there. Because the reason why you was in jail in the first place is because of somebody else. When you want to live your life now, this person really gave up on himself to where he felt like he didn't deserve to have a life just because of his condition. Me with my kind heart, I'm a kind-hearted person, man. I like to keep smiles on people's face and stuff like that. And I was going through something at the time and stuff like that. And this person, he acted like, he wanted to, be that person for me and stuff like that. He knew what I was going through too. But some things are not meant to happen because of people's intentions, like I was talking about in the last video. um, some things are not meant to happen because of people's intention. When God knows that it's not going to be a good thing for you to be with a person, he usually make it hard for you. When he make it hard for you, when you're able to get away, stay away. Because if you don't stay away and something happens to you, you can't blame nobody but yourself. Tell me I'm lying. I'll wait. Tell me I'm lying. I'm just saying, tell me. Just like this unhinged demon that's running around the neighborhood, you know, got a wand full of sickness that he trying to inject in somebody and need to sit down somewhere. Like, golly, I can't do anything, just be happy and just be la 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 la, because this person want to come out of nowhere and boom, got you, bitch. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to cuss y'all. I'm sorry. But I'm just saying that's just how people is. I don't understand though. Like, you need to sit down somewhere. Like, what is it? I think the person is off his medicine or something. I don't know what it is. These people are off their medication or something. It's like everybody is on drugs in my state. That's how they act. Like everybody is like on drugs. I don't understand it. Like, don't you need to get in rehab, love. Not be trying to run around here and see who you can get pregnant next. Or see who house you can, stay at to keep warm. Cause it won't be mine. So I don't even know what you're doing all that for. Like go sit down somewhere. You're doing a little bit too much, don't you think? Still running around talking about somebody gonna be with somebody. I know you. Wait a minute. Wait. Did you hear what he just said? The man said he gonna be with me. That man said he gonna be with me. He lying, y'all. Wait a minute. He is lying, y'all. But anyway, like I say, y'all, everything ain't been all bad in my family and stuff like that. We done had good times and bad times. I just miss those times when we used to have like reunions and stuff like that. We used to all to get together and stuff like that. It didn't used to always be when somebody that passed away or when somebody else in the hospital. Well, when somebody in the hospital, I don't even care. Like they used to back in the day when my pastor Perry, that was what used to be my pastor, whatever. Back in the day, whenever they get sick and stuff like that, anybody get sick in the church, he'll go and visit them, talk to them and stuff like that. When he know that they stressed out or depressed, he'll go and visit them in their home. Like these people, I don't know who they got in the church these days, but I wouldn't dare join. If my pastor was to come back, I would come back. But baby, it's a mess. It's a mess in that dang on church now. These people that did too much. It's a mess up over there. But I pray that it get better for them because I don't wish bad on nobody. Not at all. But I just want y'all to just keep on going, whatever it is that y'all doing and stuff like that. I ain't do my upload today, yo. My short. I know I know y'all was looking forward to the short, but this gonna be the short today. This gonna be the short. It ain't gonna be no short video. It's just gonna be, it's gonna be eligible for a short. Well, no, it's not. It's not. I done went past the short, yo. I think it'd be a 13-minute video on the shorts. It's been but I just decided to just go live. I'm gonna start just going live or whatever and just sharing stories with y'all just so y'all can see me and stuff like that because some people said that I'm sick and something wrong with me and I'm depressed and I'm down and I'm this and I'm that and they need to sit down somewhere because it's a lie. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Ain't nothing wrong with me, honey. I'm still thriving and moving around just fine, okay? And I ain't fat either. Y'all want to see me? Not fat, okay? Not pregnant. Because people been running around here saying that I'm pregnant too, y'all. And I need Sonobello. No, Sonobello need me. Look, if Sonobello called me to do a commercial, I do a commercial, be lying like a mug. No, I'm just playing. But how I do the commercial? Y'all want me on the commercial? I would be on that Sonobello commercial line like, okay. Sonda Bello, what y'all want to do? I ain't do no, I ain't doing no search, but I lie. Shoot, if y'all paying me, I need a job. I sure do. Reach out. Reach out. Any of y'all. Y'all want to give me a job. Reach out, y'all. Because I can't get no job where I'm at. Well, I ain't going to say that, but I've been trying, y'all. I ain't going to lie. I've been trying like it ain't nothing, but, some stuff we be being protected from because those unhinged demons that can't sit down somewhere and stop trying to come against us in the worst way. We have to be protected. So I just say that it's protection the reason why they trying to keep me put up, and I thank God for it because these people they running around retarded, and ain't nobody got time to be playing with these people, or something and happen and all that stuff like that that we can't control. Something just beyond our control, like I said, I shouldn't have to live the way that I'm living, but I have to when people acting stupid, being dumb, doing dumb stuff. But it is what it is. Like I said, I still have kids out here that I have to support. I have to support myself. I have to pay for my bills and stuff like that. But people don't care about stuff like that, y'all. They don't care about things like that. They just want you to be just like them. They want you to have nothing and be nothing. That's how some people come homeless. I ain't gonna lie. Because they be trying to hide inheritance and all that stuff like that from people. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I can't stand that, but that be confirmation though. those birds. But they be trying to get you put out and stuff like that, so you won't know too much and you won't have information on what didn't happen with you and all that stuff like that. They feel like if you don't have no address to get information, then you won't they won't have to worry too much. Just don't know the police is right on their behind. Police said, what is y'all doing? She ain't going nowhere. Police like, what y'all thought was gonna go on? Cause I know you lying. I know you lying. These people doing a lot, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out though. I don't know what I can do, but it is what it is. I ain't gonna do nothing but keep on telling on them. That's all I'm gonna keep on doing. They keep doing stuff. I'm gonna keep on telling on them. I'm gonna keep making videos and tell. I ain't lying. Shoot, I ain't got nobody else, so I gotta keep on making videos and tell. I'm gonna keep on showing up for y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I ain't gonna say all the time, but sometimes just to let y'all know that I'm doing okay and everything is okay with me. You know, just so people lives won't be sticking and stuff. Cause apparently this person be talking to me and everything, and we have something to do with each other. But baby, where he at? Where he at? He ain't been in my videos. Some of these people be trying to hide these people, but you know how these men be. They get petty and want to jump in your videos and stuff, so you can show them. I'm here. That's how they be doing. I ain't lying, y'all. But no, y'all, I don't have nobody. It's just me. It's just me, y'all. I don't know if it's spring break or not. I don't know if spring break is coming up or is now or what. I be talking to my kids whenever they want to talk to me, and I just wait until they reach out and then I talk to them. And that's the only way I have communication. But other than that, I don't have nothing to do. I call them or something like that. If they don't answer, I just wait until they get in touch with me for me to have communication. Cause people just be doing too much, y'all. They be doing too much to entrap my mind, and I felt like people was moving or something like that. Because anytime I would call my daughter, sometimes she would never be available. She'll tell me that she's driving and she can't talk at the moment. I don't know what it is that she was doing, but she'll never call me back sometimes, and sometimes she will call me back, and sometimes she wouldn't be at home. She'll be somewhere else, and I'm like, well, why you can't answer the phone while you somewhere else? I don't know where she be at. The reason why she can't answer her phone, but a whole lot of stuff just be you know, on my mind. That's why I just have to get my mind off a whole lot of stuff because it's stuff that I can't change myself. But I be worried about them sometimes, and I be trying not to worry about them because that's when I have to get other people involved and stuff. I just wish it would have never been like this, to where my kids had to be, other places than with me, because it's just sad. It's sad to me because these people really did a lot to keep my kids out of my dang on life just because they want to steal from me and when they want to take from me and they want to, you know, prove to people that not who I have always been. A nice, respectful person. Now I don't play now. They don't get me wrong now. I can take this Christian stuff off at any time. Somebody wanna box it out. Baby, I can take it off. Don't play with me now. Now, I love people. I love people. I don't bother nobody. I don't hurt nobody. I don't come against nobody. But when you come and trying to disrupt my peace, you try, baby, you trying to come against my peace. Oh, we got a problem. Oh, it's time for me to get those boys involved. Something got to happen. But people thought that I was, tracking my kids. It's something with mothers with your intuition. You can tell a whole lot of things about your children by the way that they act. They come from me, and they felt like I was tracking their phones, tracking them, and looking into them, all that stuff. Like, baby, who got time to do all of that? Ain't nobody got time to do all of that. Just because I'm calling y'all to check on y'all don't mean that something is going on. Like, what is going on with y'all? Y'all got to be doing something wrong. The reason why y'all so dang on paranoid. Like, what is wrong with y'all? I'd be like, golly, I stepped away before because my son felt like I was doing something crazy or whatever. So I stepped away before for a while. And then I end up calling them on New Year's to wish them a happy New Year. But then no, I ain't get no answer. Didn't get no answer for Christmas or anything like that. And I wasn't worried about it. I just said whenever they ready to reach out, then they will. So I waited on in the year or whatever and called them to see how they was doing. They told me they were doing okay and all that stuff like that. But I try not to, worry about a lot of things, because if don't nobody pick up my calls and stuff like that, then I don't worry about it. I don't stress about it. I just keep on going. I just pray to God that everything be okay, and I just leave it at that. Because like I said, I was calling their grandma phone, and I know she have things that she be going on that be going on, but if I leave a message and stuff like that, just at least get back with me, because I'm just want to make sure everybody is okay. Just like I said, I'm not a bitter person, and I don't have to be bitter. I don't have to be evil. Um, and stand in this evil energy. Like, I really be caring for people that don't care nothing about me. And it's okay, but still though, at least answer the phone, because I don't have no bad intentions. So I got some people in the past want to try to say that I did things, try to tie me to crimes and things like that. I'm not a criminal. I never vandalized nobody's car. I never bust nobody windows out. All of that stuff have been done to me though. Somebody have vandalized my car. Somebody have flattened my tires. Somebody have put something in my tank. Somebody have busted up my windows. Somebody have done so much to me. And guess who that somebody was? My kid's father. Yep, he did it. He really did it. And when he tore up my car, I had just got finished paying for my dang on car. That was my only car. I'm talking about my first car that I ever had bought myself. I had put my family in a house, right? Put my family in the house when I first got some money. I had got some money, and when I got the money, I could have did anything with the money. I could have ran off with my children and all that stuff like that, and just went on about my dang on business. But you know what I did? I went and got a house, put my kids in a rental house. It was no house of my own, but I'm just saying we made it our own. It was a rental house. I told my kids' dad, I said, because him and his sister used to get to fight all the time, and they get to fight to where he put a gun to her head and she put a knife to his neck. When they start getting dangerous like that, because they don't stop fighting until somebody shed blood, or the mama have to call the police, or she be begging me to call the police. So I decided to get my children out of that situation, because I didn't want them in that dangerous situation. So what I did was, when I got my money or whatever, soon as I got the money or whatever, I went and got a rental house. The rental house was in Ensley. I went and got the rental house or whatever, and well, he went to his homeboy because his homeboy owned the house. His homeboy owned the house, and I told him, I said, "Do your homeboy still own the houses and stuff?" He was like, "Yeah, he still own the house." I said, "Well, since y'all can't get along and stuff like that, can you reach out to your homeboy?" Because his mama kept saying, "You need to get out of my house, and you need to get out of my dang on house, because you grown and she grown, and y'all just gonna have to separate and stuff like that. You need to get out my house." So I'm listening to what she's going through and all that stuff like that. And I just wanted to, step in and see if I can help her. So what I decided to do, I went and got the rental house. I gave him the money or whatever, because he came back and told me, said, "I found the house. It's like a two-bedroom, but it can be three, because the back room is like a he said you can have somebody in that back room, but he wouldn't recommend no child be in that back room because of the window. Anybody can do anything or whatever, and they can come in the slide door or whatever and do something to somebody. So they'll recommend a adult or something like that. Take that one, but it's not a room. It's like a living room or a dining room, somewhere where you chill and stuff like that. But it was like a two-bedroom, my room and my kids' room and stuff like that. I set my kids' room up and everything, and then it was like a let-out couch, a let-out couch. I'm sorry, some couch, let-out couch that was in the living room and stuff like that. So I went and got gave him the money for the rental house or whatever, and he went and gave it to his homeboy. The first and the last month rent is what I gave him, and I was paying the bills. I paid for everything, y'all. When I tell you, I paid for everything. I paid for everything, and I had my the bills in my name and all this stuff like that. And when I left, I took everything out of my name. He had to put it in his name. But yeah, man, I could have did anything. I could have been a selfish mother. I could have did whatever it was that I said no, this is for my children. I love my kids. and I'm trying to get my kids out of a situation. I got my kids out of that situation. We moved to the rental house and stuff like that. I'm sorry. It was on St. Charles Avenue. That's where it was. St. Charles Avenue. But well, that's West End, I think. Yeah, I think that's West End, I believe. Yeah. But I say Ensley because Ensley like, yep, that's West End. That's West End, St. Charles Avenue. That's West End right behind the beauty supply store, the shopping center that's in Midfield, not Midfield, but yeah, on Third Avenue, the shopping center. So yeah, that's West End or whatever on St. Charles Avenue. But that's where the house was. Um, got my family out of there, situation, all that stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, so now I need a car so I can be getting back and forth to work and stuff like that. So I started working on getting me a car and all that stuff like that. One of his homeboys, they was twins. They used to have a car shop. I don't know that Gary. It was called Gary Auto. He had a shop. And I went and got a Honda Accord. I went and got my Honda Accord or whatever, put the down payment on it, and I started paying on it every month or whatever. And he told me, he said, that we don't do like when we do the payments and stuff like that, we gonna make it seem like you're not paying on time just so you won't. I'm like, why would y'all do something like that to make it seem like nobody ain't paying on time so they won't have good credit? That don't make no sense. Like that was so crazy to me what he said to me. I'm like, why would y'all do that? If somebody is paying on time, why wouldn't you want to look on their credit report that they paying on time to you? Because if they're not paying on time to you, you're gonna come pick the car up. So why wouldn't you show that on somebody credit that, but I was like, you know what? I'm not even worried about it. I just wanted to have a car real bad. Because whenever I would ask my kids' dad to take me somewhere and stuff like that, it used to always be something bad and questioning and all that stuff like that. Knowing I'm not doing anything but going to pick up the kids from school or going to do things with the kids and stuff like that. So I had to get me a car. So I put the down payment on my car, my Honda, excuse me, at Garrett. When I put my down payment down and stuff like that and start paying on it and stuff like that, one time I couldn't pay on it because I had just did something with throw the party for my kids in the backyard and I didn't have all the money. So I asked him, my kid's dad, for the money and he wouldn't give it to me because he wanted me to lose the car. When I tell you he was so low down to me, y'all, he was so low down. So he wanted me to lose the car, whatever. I ain't got the money. So I'm like, okay, cool. But I end up getting the money. When I tell you God, man, God is so good to me. Y'all just don't know. Right in the nick of time, I promise you. God sent something in for me to be able to pay my dang on car note. I went and paid it or whatever, and then continue to pay it or whatever. He was so mad just because I was able to get the money to pay it. He wouldn't give me no money on nothing. When I tell you, when I said this person would not give me no money on anything, he didn't give me no money on anything. I paid the bills, I paid the rent, I paid everything. Paid for my first dang on car when he could have helped me pay for it because we share kids. When I tell you he wouldn't give me nothing, this person wouldn't give me nothing. He was so dang on low down it, bro. You just don't know how low down it was. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna keep on going. But I did that to try to help his mama out, to try to help his sister out, to try to help him out because they need to be separated. But everything I do seem like it's just a bad thing because, his mom made it feel like it was a bad thing. And it really hurt my feelings because I don't know if he had her call him, and say what she said, but she was like, ever since you got over there with that girl, we haven't been seeing you and stuff like that. But see, he was lying to me like he was going to see his mom whenever he leave. But it was a lie. I already knew he wasn't going to see him. He was going around the corner with up to his homeboy and going to that dang on house with those females or whatever where they used to do drugs and all that other stuff at. So I'm sorry. So I wasn't even worried about it. When she said that, I'm like, oh, so you weren't going to, he was telling me to shh, don't say nothing. Telling me don't say nothing. What you mean don't say nothing? You said I'm not gonna say nothing to her, but I'm talking to you though. You saying every time you leave here you're going to see her. So why is you lying on me? Why is you lying like you going to see your mama and stuff like that, but you really ain't going to see your mama and all that stuff like that? But I ain't make no argument or anything like that. I felt like he had her to call him, but I don't know. I don't know how it was with them or whatever, but everything I used to do was for other people, not for myself. You know, if I felt like it was going to be a good benefit or whatever for everybody, that's what I used to do. And it used to be so crazy because this person didn't want me to speak up about the things that I was doing. He wanted to make it seem like he was a man in the relationship. Never was. Whenever my son's birthday came around, he didn't want to celebrate his birthday just because a childhood friend rubbed my stomach and said, "You gonna have the baby on my birthday." And my baby came on his birthday. He was livid because my cousin Felix, messy behind, told him that nigga was right. He was right. He was right about what he said he was gonna do. He said the baby was gonna come on his birthday. I'm talking. He telling him that while I'm in the next room pushing to have my dang on baby, he out there being messy, telling him that somebody rubbed my dang on stomach and said my baby was gonna be come on his dang on birthday. Just being messy. He's a childhood friend. Me and him ain't have nothing to, do with one another. When I did try to have something to do with him, me and my kids' dad didn't have nothing to do with each other, you know. So it didn't work out when I did try to, have something to do with that person because I just saw him as a childhood friend. I couldn't, but it's just crazy to me how people in my family have always been coming against me in the worst dang on way. Like, why would you even tell somebody some stuff like that? Who get who told you to do something like that, Felix? I'm just saying. Who told you to do something like that? That was just low down it to me. But I wasn't worried about it though. When he told me, he was like, is that such and such man? My son came out looking just like him. And for years they've been trying to question my son. Like my son have not been my dang on, I mean, been his. They've been saying for a long time that my son did not look like his daddy. I'm talking about lying like a mug. He looked like him, like he looked more like him than me. He probably don't have no dang on features of me at all. He looked just like his dang on daddy. And they sent up there saying it and how I knew that they were saying it. They were saying it so much to where they were saying around the kids. And the little girl, his niece, used to say all the time, "You don't look like your daddy. Why you look just like your mama and not your daddy? You don't look nothing like your dad." I'm like, what? I already know what she got that from. I'm like, look, stop saying that because his daddy is his daddy. So they went on for years and stuff like that, making him feel like he wasn't his and all that stuff like that and doing him wrong and stuff. So I was like, I just was the mother and the father in the relationship when it comes to me and my kid's father. I was the one that did everything in the relationship, trying to keep his heart intact and stuff like that, and make sure he didn't get his heart broken by the things that his daddy used to do. Because his daddy used to do a lot of things with his nephew, and I used to look at his nephew as my own son. I used to call him my first son, but he used to compare them and all that stuff like that and try to dangle in his face that he do more for his nephew than my son and all that stuff like that, and he used to make him feel some type of way. He used to be want to go with him and he can't go with him, but he know that his nephew can go with him but he can't go. So you know, it was breaking his heart. So I used to try to do things, to step in to, protect his heart and stuff like that whenever we go outside and stuff like that. I'm like, he was like, I want to go with my dad and stuff like that. Like Kentrell, I want to play football. He wanted to do the things that he felt like with his dad would be proud of him. He wanted to play football just like Kentrell. He wanted to do all that stuff so his dad would look at him the way that he look at his nephew. So it just was a lot with that. I just wish that it was the same thing because it's like he was showing favoritism just because of that and what happened with my stomach being rubbed on by somebody else and my child really coming on somebody else's birthday. Like you really trying to blame my kids for something that I couldn't help. And it wasn't nothing like it was like a intimate thing. He just rolled my thing on stomach and said, "You can." He said, he said, "You getting big." He said, "Look like you about to have the baby." I said, "I am." Um, he was like, I know you gonna have the baby on my birthday. Watch, you gonna have the birthday." And he just walked on in the room where my cousin was and was talking to my cousin. And Felix saw that happen and said something. I would have said it myself, but dang, they don't, it is what it is. Like I didn't even think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think nothing of the situation, But it's just crazy though. Like, why in the world is y'all sitting up there talking about my business? I'm in here having a dang on baby, and y'all sitting up there conversating on the outside of the dang on conversating on the outside of the dang on room about somebody rubbing my dang on stomach. Like, why did you even bring your behind up here? Who asked you to come up here? Get on somewhere. Like that pissed me, man. That pissed me off so dang on bad. But I wasn't worried about it. I just remained calm. I remained calm. But for years, I've been telling my child to just, stay away from all of that because he really don't know who his daddy is. He really don't know a whole lot of things, and I don't know why he don't remember the things that happened with him. But I used to try to just keep him protected and keep his to continue to handle his heart with care. I'll put it like that. But a lot of things that I just wanted to just talk about, I never did talk about it because, DHR, if you say something about this, that, and the third, then you're going to get in trouble. But these people can say all this stuff about me, though. That wasn't the truth. You going to let these people run around and call me a crackhead and call me, say I was on drugs and all this stuff and say that I sold my body and stuff like that. But I can't tell my kids the truth. So y'all rather go with a lie than the truth. Like, make it make sense. I lost a lot out of my dang on kid's life because of these dang on people, bro. I did. All the proms that my kids and had and stuff like that. I had to miss out on the proms. I couldn't even be a part of it. When my daughter was finna when my daughter had a prom or whatever, she wanted me to do her hair. I was so happy, man. I was crying. I shared tears. I'm like, my daughter want me to do her hair for the prom. Oh my goodness. You know how much light I'm talking about. My face just lit up. And then she called me and said, Mom, would you be mad if I let Dina do my hair? That's my sister, y'all, Dina. Would you be mad if I let Dina do my hair? I was like, no, I wouldn't be mad if you let her do her hair. I said, I'm kind of sad because I did want to, I didn't want to make her feel sad or anything, but, I kind of shed a tear after we got off the phone because I'm like, man, everybody just taking those moments away from me. They taking away from me. And I ain't gonna sit up here and cry because I want to. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm trying to hold back the tears. But I'm like, everybody taking everything away from me. They taking these moments that I deserve to have. They just snatching them away from me. These moments that I want for myself, the times that I can have with my girls, they snatching it away from me. And this is the things that I have to go through. And they want to run around and say I'm incompetent and I'm crazy because I care about my children, or because y'all want to steal. Which one is it? They had so many people coming against me, but I wasn't worried about it, y'all. Only thing I wanted to do was just work. Okay, so if y'all feel like I don't deserve my kids in my life, well, at least let me work so I can bring income that way, so they can continue to have clean underwear, clean bras, clean socks, shoes, all that stuff like that, clean clothes because they girls. It's important for girls to keep themselves up, their hygiene, because I do. I don't play about my hygiene at all. I do not play about it. And I make sure I keep it intact. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. And like, y'all just don't know. That stuff did stuff to me. I'm like, why in the world did I have children? I had kids. You think I want to have kids just for the see them taken away? I did everything that these people asked me to do over 5 times, y'all. I promise I did. Everything that DHR ever asked me, I did it without complaining. And I still couldn't just enjoy them in my life. Even if it wasn't, even if it was just for a week, I couldn't even do it because they didn't want me to. Ever since my kids got with their grandmother, a whole lot changed. I went down from seeing my kids every day to just once a month. So imagine that. You seeing your kids every day, and then all of a sudden it turned to just once a month. Because these people were lying. I was seeing my kids every day. With my mama. When my kids was with my mama, I was seeing my kids every day. I sure was. I come up from Mississippi because when I had to flee to Mississippi because he was jumping into my dang on apartment, doing stuff. I had to flee to Mississippi and stuff like that. I made a life down there, start working, and whenever I get my paycheck, guess what I was doing? I was coming to Alabama and handing it over to my son, or I cash up him some money. It's the honest God truth. Anywhere I went, I know I had responsibilities, and I know I had kids to take care of, and I always showed up the way I supposed to be showed up. And he talking about somebody ran off with somebody rich. Who had money? Where they at? Cause they ain't never helped me with nothing. I was down there paying bills too. That stuff don't stop when you grown. But people be lying on you, man. I was down there paying bills too. And that's the honest God truth. Paying the bills, paying the rent. And this person was lying like he was paying the dang on rent, but he was up there trying to act like he want to flip something and then never flipped to pay the dang on rent because the lady kept coming by talking about she ain't received nothing. So why in the world am I giving you some money to give to this lady? Because this lady said she didn't want to accept no payments from me. She had to accept it from you because my name was not on the lease. So what happened? Why she can't receive no payments from me and she keep on coming by here saying that she need a payment? It didn't make no sense to me. Like I'm like, I was like, you know what? I ain't finna worry about it. You keep on trying to get the payment from him while he running around being a crackhead. Cause it's something about some I ain't never heard of no drug called bean a day in my life. When I went to Mississippi with her, this person was on something called beans. I never heard of beans before, but I seen they some colorful pills or something like that. I never heard of no drug like that. And he used to take those things and stuff like that and be all types of ways, you know. Like I don't deal with people that's on drugs. I don't like dealing with people that's on drugs because I done dealt with that situation before and I didn't like it. So I try to keep myself from being with a person that's on drugs. I just don't like it, y'all. And y'all need to do the same thing. If you're not on drugs, then why would you want to be with somebody that's on drugs? Now I see if they can't help the situation, they have to. But they should be able to know how to control it. And that person was doing things that I did not like. I did not like the things that he was doing and stuff, and things that he'll do or say that he gonna do to people. So I had to get out of that situation the best way I know how, because I became the target once. I became the target. When I became the target, oh, it's time for me to go. Cause baby, I love my life. It's time for me to go. When I found out that this person was, I didn't really find out for real by him telling me, but I kind of knew that this person could have been a part of a coven. Because whenever I would go to a park, I'm not gonna talk much about it because it scared me. But I was I was running around the park and stuff like that because that's something I used to do every day. I used to run around the park and stuff like that and exercise and stuff like that. But I'm not around no park or anything like that, so I can do it every day here. But I used to walk around the park every day. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's confirmation. But I used to do it every day. And one day I went to the dang on park and I was walking around, and as soon as I came around, I'm talking about black cars, SUVs, black cars. They had black tinted windows, and they was it was like they was kind of on one street, but they was on both sides of the streets. They scared me. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I hope these people ain't finna sacrifice me. When I seen that, I left off the park and went home. I was sweaty. I'm talking about I was sweating. Do you hear me? I don't leave the park unless I am sweating. I have to see results before I leave. Oh, I used to keep my body intact now. I'm gonna get it back right again. It's right now, but it's not like I want it to be. But I'm gonna get it back like it's supposed to as soon as I move in the area to be able to get to the gym and stuff like that and give me some shoes because I threw all my shoes away like some crazy. I threw all my shoes away when I could have kept a pair. But the reason why I throw all my shoes away because I was trying to throw most of the stuff out or whatever because I was finna move out and go to a shelter because of the harassment and the bullying and all that stuff like that. It's like I got to where I couldn't even sleep or whatever, especially when I seen that ex in the area or whatever. I started having those panic attacks again. So I was gonna move out of my apartment and go to a shelter because I was afraid, like seriously afraid. So I threw most of my stuff away, all my shoes, and just kept only some that I can just take with me or whatever. So I gotta buy me some shoes over again. But those shoes was old. Those shoes is like over 4 years old. Because I got some small feet. I wear a size 3. I wear a size 3, y'all, a 4. I put it at a 4. I wear a size 4. But a 3, it be a 3 fit. I'll say like a 3.5 would be good, but a 4 is going it'll be flopping off my feet a little bit, but it still be okay. But I wear a size 3. But I threw all my stuff away and was throwing out the sheets and all that stuff like that. I was throwing everything away. And I end up calling this company called We Buy Junk Furniture or whatever. So I guess I read their I guess I read their terms wrong or whatever, but I wanted to get it right. So I reached out to the people and asked them, do they buy the furniture or whatever, or tell me more about the furniture that I mean, tell me more about their company or whatever. What should I expect? And he was like, well, we'll tell you everything whenever we get there. I'm like, okay. But when they got here, they just started moving things, and I'm like, they told me a price of and I'm like, what the price is for? It's like, is that something y'all supposed to be paying me, or there's something do I have to pay y'all? They said, no, that's something that you have to pay us. I'm like, why in the world would I want to pay you all? And I'm trying to sell the stuff, not buy it. I mean, I'm trying to sell the stuff, not get rid of it by and that is so crazy to me. Why would I pay y'all to come and get my stuff and you finna sell it anyway? So these people, like I said, these people have access to my apartment. I'm gonna tell you what they did, right? I don't know if these people know each other or whatever, but when I left my dang on apartment, I came back, my furniture was damaged. Somebody came into my apartment or whatever. Just like I said, people come into my apartment whenever I leave my apartment and they be stealing things. They stole my old IDs and they just appeared back in my bag the other day because I spoke about it on social media. So they put my old IDs back into my bag that's in my room or whatever. But somebody came into my apartment recently and damaged my furniture because they wanted to be damaged so I won't have to do nothing but I guess call these people back for them to get it. That is so low down to what people do to me, but I don't lash out or anything like that or cuss people out. I already know that either they gave a person next door to me a key to my apartment, or is somebody from the housing authority coming in my apartment doing these things. They come in my apartment, they take things and stuff like that, and I be noticing the things that they be taking, but I don't have nothing to say because what I'm gonna do about it? I can't do anything about it. If people on the same page of coming against me, what can I do about it? I can't do anything about it but just sit up and take it. This been going on for a while since I've been living in this apartment. With people coming in my apartment doing things. And it's so low down because it wasn't damaged at first. I already had to go through my headboard being broken down because of what they told me that was wrong. I mean, if I'm calling y'all, I want you to explain to me before y'all even come out what I need to expect before y'all come out here. That's the whole reason why I'm calling you. When they came out, the person told me I'm gonna have to break your headboard and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. But see, I'm thinking that I'm finna get paid off my dang on furniture. He went to breaking up my headboard. My headboard is broken. I'm out of money when it comes to my headboard. And when I left out of my dang on apartment, they damaged my somebody came in my apartment and damaged my furniture. But it's okay. I'm not even worried about it. Just like I said, I can't do nothing about nothing that people doing. Only thing they gonna do is lie about it. Don't nobody come into their apartment because one of the maintenance men, I heard him talking on the phone and said that these people have access to these people apartment and they come in and they do stuff to people stuff, and whenever they try to reach out to the authority and stuff like that, they make it seem like they crazy or something. This is a person that came in my apartment and I was listening to what he was saying. I listened to everything that this person said. I'm like, why in the world would they get? But I ain't asked him no question that I just be listening. I said, why in the world would they get these people, these maintenance people, especially on Saturdays and stuff like that? Because he said whenever they leave their house or whatever, like on the weekends or something like that, they have access to the keys to be able to come in and out of these people apartments. It said they don't have to have no work order or anything like that. But if they know that these people are gone on vacations and stuff like that, they come into their apartments and do things. I already this stuff been going on. It been going on, y'all, and it's ridiculous. But you know. I'm sorry, but it's ridiculous what we have to go through when it comes to situations. It's very ridiculous. And I just don't understand it. Why would y'all want to do stuff like that to people? We already in a messed up situation. Why would you want to put us in a even more damaging situation like this? Why would you want to do stuff like that and send people in to do stuff and hurt us and come against us in the worst way? Why would you want to do something like that? Why would you give keys to criminals? Like, why? Why would you give keys to criminals? Like, seriously. And there's a lot of people that be quitting or whatever, and they can't keep people because of the stuff that they be doing, and they know about these things that these people be doing, so they end up leaving the job. And you don't see these people no more because they don't want to be a part of what these people got going on sometimes. It don't make no sense, man. Like, we shouldn't have to go through abuse when all we trying to do is just live. That's it. So that's all I'm trying to do. Just have somewhere to stay so I can get my kids, and then I just leave and go somewhere else. They been showing me that they didn't want me in this community a long time ago, and it was okay. I just stayed to myself. I didn't hurt nobody just because they didn't want me in the community. But when people say things, I listen to people what they say though, because I'm like, just like I said, I'm gonna always talk about this situation because the lady called me and was like, don't trust that person because that person will shoot you in your face. And I'm like, what do you mean? Somebody will shoot me? That person is crazy. She don't care. She'll shoot you in the face. What in the world? Somebody shoot me in my face for, and I'm not doing anything. That is weird. Excuse me. Why would you tell me that? And then one day, this person decided I have my trash out there because some people act like they don't know what a trash is. So I have my trash out by the road so these people can put the trash in there because whenever these people be cutting grass and stuff like that, they be having all the trash all in the yard and stuff like that. So I put my trash can out there so they can use it. So this lady decided to put a whole bag full of trash in my trash can. That's cool with me. I don't mind. But when the trash people come, you drag it out there for them to dump it and then bring it back. That's all I ask. I'm not gonna cuss you out. I guess they were trying to create a way for me to get shot in the face. You see how evil and wicked people is? They was trying to create a way for me to get shot in the face. Like I'm supposed to go and confront this person and cuss her out and all this stuff like that and get shot in the face. You got to be a stupid motherfucker, right? That's just stupid. Why in the world would I take my behind out there knowing that this lady told me that this person like to do stuff just to shoot people? Just for fun. Why would I go and confront this lady about trash? I got my trash can out there for them to put the trash in, but I don't think I asked for you to drag it down to the road for the trash people to pick it up and then bring it back. I don't mind you putting no trash in there. That's what it's out there for. I barely use it. But why are you trying to create these dang on events for me to get shot in the face? Make it make sense. Okay. All right. You're doing all this stuff for, what? And they want to say that this is not no abuse. This is not people harassing me, bullying me, trying to do things to me, killing cats, putting them in my unit. Why you can't put it in nobody else's unit? Why is you doing all these things by cutting my dang on screen and popping my dang on window open so it can be broke so you can get in it? But this is not harassment and bullying. This is not abuse. Because I reached out to the people for them to move me into a shelter for me to get away from the abuse. And the lady laughed. and said that it wasn't no abuse. She asked me, was I was I have do I have mental health issues? This is what she told me now. She asked me, did I have mental health issues in the city of Alabama? Yeah. And I went through abuse for a while to where I had to reach out to KIV. Tried to reach out to KIV so I can talk to her about possibly getting somewhere to safety. And her team told me to Jefferson County, reach out to Jefferson County and stuff like that. Talk to them about it. Still didn't change nothing. When I tell these people been following me all over Alabama, they've been following me all over Alabama. Family members, kids, dad, one night stands, one night stands and their girlfriends, stuff like that. Like, what do y'all want? What? What do y'all want really? Like, this just don't make no sense at all, y'all. I don't understand. I don't understand it. But it's okay though at the same time, and it might as well be okay. I can't do anything about it. Just like I said, I have to sit up and take all this abuse and have nothing to say about it, cause don't nobody care. No way, right? I can't do anything about it. But these people been coming to my apartment and doing a whole lot of stuff for a while, and I don't even report it anymore because ain't nothing gonna get done. I don't report it anymore. They moved the camera from the pole, so they won't be able to see nobody coming in and out. As soon as they move the camera off the pole or whatever, that's when all this stuff start happening. When they moved the camera off the pole, it's the honest God truth, because they didn't want the crimes to be recorded. Yep, they didn't want the crimes to be recorded, so I started having that anxiety attacks again. I'm like, oh, okay, so these people trying to make a either they trying to get somebody to do something to me and stuff like that, because they've been talking about robbery for a while, and I overheard conversations of people supposed to be robbing me, um, people supposed to be kidnapping me, hmm people supposed to be doing all of this stuff. I overheard stuff like that, but you can't call the police and say, I overheard this and that and the third, and then they have to have proof. But I make reports about stuff to the housing authority and to the police, and just leave it at that. I can't do anything about it. It's something I can do. That's why I asked them to move me. Can you please move me into a shelter to where I be safe? But I have mental issues just because I want to. So I just learned to deal with whatever I deal with and just keep on going. There's the only thing I can do. Just like I said, I've been harassed and all this stuff like that, where people coming against my living space, trying to get me kicked out and stuff like that. When they knew that one thing could not work, they decided to do something else to try to get me kicked out. Take a lot of things away from me that could possibly get me put out. And it's for people to make people happy. They feel like get me put out is gonna be justice, I guess. But I know it's not gonna happen though. You're not gonna be able to do it. God is gonna make a way. Always. He always make a way. Every time people try to do things, he always make a way out of no way. Just in the nick of time. I'm just waiting, y'all. I'm just waiting. But I thank God for hidden helpers and people that do the right thing behind the scenes and make sure it don't be done. Cause I ain't lying. I have actually been near a person that wanted to kidnap me. Like seriously. And it was stopped. A person that wanted to hurt me and it was stopped. But just like I said, some of these people that have worked with these people, they can get in trouble too. Because just like I said, it's like a RICO crime. Because how can it not be a RICO crime when they have done all this stuff? I never done it to these people. I never associated with these people. I never sat on these people's porch and we sat down and had a conversation. I never ate at the table. I never did anything with these people to cause them to want to go against me in the worst way. I just thought that all of us was trying to make it to a better life, better than we are, it- get from this apartment to a house, which I ain't never been offered one before, but I should have. How long I've been up in these in the housings, it's just crazy. They don't do much in Alabama, but when you move somewhere else, they give it to you with no problem. You know, it's like you have to do something in order for me to get. And let me tell y'all something. I do not don't nobody work with me at all. Don't nobody work with me. Should nobody be reaching out on my behalf, trying to get me collab with nobody and all that stuff like that. I don't have no managers. It's just me. The reason why I do these videos and stuff like this is for y'all to see exactly what be going on. Um to show y'all that I'm not incompetent, I'm not crazy and all this stuff like that. I need y'all to see that because people have been saying this for years to be able to steal things from me, take things from me, and try to put me in a messed up situation. Like I said, these people wanted me to be broke, looking like I'm homeless, looking like walking around stank like I'm on drugs, all this. They wanted to have all this stuff done. And this is currently what people been trying to do now. They've been trying to force me out of my apartment for a while and I've been trying to go. But the shelters that I have been calling, some of them answer and some of them don't answer. One of the shelters that I called, it was a person, Camilla, this girl have been doing a whole lot of stuff too. Like this girl need to sit down somewhere because I don't even know her like that. She a childhood friend of my sister's, but she reached out in my email, talking about whenever you ready to come to the shelter, just call. Lady, look, stop writing me in my email. Don't write me in my email no more. But I have been trying to reach out to, different shelters to see where I can go and stuff like that. But I wasn't successful, so I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna worry about it. Whatever is to come, then I'll just worry about it whenever it come. If they tell me that I have to leave, then cool. I'll do whatever it is that I need to do and leave or whatever. But this is what these people been trying to do because they've been trying to force me out so I can call them or need them, and it still will not happen. I don't know why they trying to do stuff like that. And I'm like, if they want to force me out of my daggone apartment, they trying to force me out for this unhinged demon that's running around, that's been running around out there. Ain't even an ex. You just a one night stand running around out there, and my kid's father. These people running around trying to put my life in danger, all that stuff like that. Family members, all these people that got together trying to go against me, y'all. And I never did nothing to nobody. Never did anything to nobody. I ain't hurt these people. Didn't do nothing to them. But it's okay though. I'm not even worried about it. I'm just tired of going through all this harassment and this abuse, man. Just like I said, I'm trying to make everybody happy by leaving, by trying to move. I'm trying. I'm trying. God knows I am. But stuff just been hard. It's been hard. Especially not having really much help for real, with these people and them being able to have power over different things. You know, it's like a coven thing, a family coven thing. I don't know what it is, but I've been trying to leave so I can get out of these people way. And it's like we gon' it's like people saying we gonna make you leave, but we gonna make it hard for you to leave too. Like, are you serious? Because when they knew that I was gonna leave or whatever and gone on about my business, that's when they just decided to snatch things away from me. They took it away from me. Anytime I saw I'm finna leave or whatever, that's when they take finances away from me. Okay, well, she won't be able to leave with this. She won't be able to. You trying to keep me in the community, but you want me to leave at the same time. But how you want me to leave is me being poor out on the street. Try to get a job. Nope, you can't get no job because we ain't gonna call you back. We letting you know that we don't want you. Basically, I never got a call back. I put in the applications and stuff like that. I don't get a call back. I go and follow up and stuff like that. Oh, we don't have no openings. But you got on the internet that y'all hiring in every area in your store. You got a big old sign out there saying that we're hiring. I guess they hiring to everybody but me, I guess. So that's just the things that I have to go through, y'all. Like I've been trying since I've been in the apartment or whatever, but I just see it as me being protected because that person been running around or whatever, acting like we talk and all that stuff like that, and that can be, I call that fatal attraction. People like that can really hurt you. They can. But you got these females that's out here lying to. Look, I ain't never in my life been with a female a day in my life. If you wanted to know if I ain't ever been with a thing on female, baby, I have never in my life been with a female. Don't want that. Ew. Baby, I don't like my own cat sometimes. Okay? So why would I want to be with one? It's stupid. To me, it is. Look, I'm not against nobody who is that way. We love the gay community over here. And I had gay friends. But listen, I have never in my life wanted to take a female as a male to stand behind me. No, no love. Go somewhere else with that, because no, I need a man behind me, not no female that's pretending to be one. I'm good with that. I can play with my own stuff if I wanted to do that, okay? I don't need your help doing that. We good on that. So, no, weird. But you got females out here lying on me saying that I done been with them. Ugh. Who? Well, when? Babe, no, I don't want that experience. A man can do everything that a woman can do. Trust and believe me. I don't care because a woman is a woman. They feel like they can touch the dang on spice that a man can't just because they're I don't want to see. I teach them. Okay, I'm sorry, but I rather like seriously. That just to me is stupid. Like baby, no, it's just stupid to me. Like seriously, I would rather be with myself and do that for myself, which I don't do stuff like that at all. Never did stuff like that. I didn't try it before and it just makes me want, it pisses me off. I'd rather it be a man, okay? I just rather it be a man. So I don't do stuff like that at all. Don't touch myself in no way. Okay. I don't do it. But no, y'all, I ain't never been with no woman before. I don't want to experience that. I don't want to have no third party situation. None of that. I see if it was a third party situation, but I don't even want that. Cause some of these heifers don't keep their cats clean. I keep mine clean, and she ain't. Look, I ain't trying to get to fight with her. She don't like people. Look, she don't like nothing but she strictly dickly. She don't like cats at all. Okay, and she don't like sharing nothing with nobody. She stingy. She very stingy. We don't play at all. We don't play that, okay? But y'all, be careful, y'all. Like seriously, because I've been going through a lot. I just want y'all to learn off of things that I have going. Look, better protect yourself. Because the things that happen to me, I want y'all to better protect yourself, okay? Better protect yourself. When you with the stuff that I know, the stuff that happened to me, better protect yourself. If you think that you're going crazy and think that ain't nobody doing this, then they is. They just making it seem like they're not. But yeah, it happened. But I'm just these people they've been doing a lot, but it's okay. I ain't even worried about it. I'm just remaining calm because I can't do nothing about it right now. But I just can't do nothing but just wait. That's it. I'm just gonna wait and just see what to do next and just keep on going. Like I said, I still have bills to pay and stuff like that. These people don't care. Excuse me. They don't care. They want to see it happen. Or things get just chaotic for me, I guess. It never happened before. I never been in no position to where I had to, you know. Well, I'm not even scared, to be honest. I'm not scared of anything. I just trust God. Because anytime this to happen, just like it happened with my family members, acting like they put me out. Because according to my cousin, she put me out. Girl, you ain't putting in now with your scary self. You done left the house and told your daughter that my stuff was at the dang on door, and you told her what to do. Cause she was like, your stuff at the door. And I'm like, my stuff at the door. What you mean by my stuff at the door? She said, you know what that mean? What do it mean? I guess you gotta leave. What you mean you guess? Do I have to leave or what? And I left. And God always had something somewhere else for me to go. And it was better too. Because our house smelled like a whole ass. Soon as you walk in the door, it's like a whole ass was just waiting on you. Soon as you open the door. Just the ass just hits you in the face. So I wasn't worried about leaving no way. I'm sorry for cussing, but I'm just saying. That's how it was. The carpets was nasty. Everything through the house was just nasty. You got that many dang on kids and you can't clean up. Ooh, just disgusting. So it didn't matter to me. I was cleaning up there, and I was on somebody that was cleaning up me and her not the youngest daughter, the next to the youngest daughter. Me and her used to clean up all the time. Shoot, I cleaned up so good that her dang on baby daddy came back to the house. He was so dang on happy to see a clean dang on kitchen. He was like, God, Lee, who in the world did this? The children were telling that I was doing that. I had to get out because of that. Since the children said that I was a better parent, I had to get out. I had to get out because I was a better parent, y'all. But she talking about she don't know how to be a mother. Okay, well let me show you how to be a mother without talking about you. Let me show you how to be one. Oh, you intimidated. Oh, now I gotta leave. Oh, okay. My bad. And then you want to try to create this whole thing that I'm messing with somebody that you messing with. Baby, you could have picked any one of your baby daddies other than Tony Boo. Any one of your dang on baby daddies but him. Ugh, a bitch could never. I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. Quit cussing. But no, no, love. You got me messed up. I don't want to mess with nothing behind you. Nothing. Behind none of my family members. That's just nasty. I don't care who mess with whoever I mess with behind my back. I don't care. I'm not trying to match your energy. That's nasty. Ain't no keeping it all in the family type situation going on over here with me. Y'all nasty. Like, ugh. Y'all, ugh. Why would y'all want to share them fluids? Ugh. Nasty. But anybody that's for me is for me. He ain't gonna have no eyes for my family members, friends, and nobody else. So if he did have eyes for them, he was not for me. So quit lying on me. But anyway, I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video just as much as I enjoyed making this video. I love y'all. And I hope y'all have a blessed rest of y'all week. Please, y'all. Have a blessed rest of y'all week. Um, have a good rest of y'all week ahead. I pray that God brings you abundance, love, respect, everything you are lacking in areas. I hope God brings it to you this week. I pray blessings over you. Pray blessings over myself. Like I know God gonna step in. Look, he ain't ever failed me. He ain't ever failed me before, and I hope he don't fail me now. Like Lord, please. No, I'm just playing, but I don't panic and stuff like that because he have always shown up for me. So I know he gonna show up for me now. So I'm not gonna worry about it. But I love y'all now. Just pray that y'all have a blessed rest of y'all day, please, y'all. It's a beautiful day outside, even though it's kind of rainy and stuff like that and it's cold. But it's okay though. We still gonna enjoy this beautiful weather. I love y'all. See you later, guys.